It's a clean machine. Get it down to the doctor. This is a nice whip.
Several days later.
Fuel pump is here. Ordered Friday. Here on a Sunday. That's why I fucks with Auto House AC. They're local and they get things to you quick down here in the Bay. FCP Euro. I'm not gonna say they don't get things to you quick, but definitely not as quick as Auto House. Let's be honest. So I got the pump. Got the back seat already lifted up. If you don't know how that's done, imagine the seat's installed. You grab it from the very front under the cushion and just lift up. Only thing that holds it in place are these hooks or clips. You may want to unbolt your seatbelt. Just give you some room to work with. Don't think I'm going to bother with it, and give you a basic layout on the X5 tank. It is a saddle design, meaning there's a flat part here, and then it sags down on each side because of, I guess, the drive shaft and whatever's running through the middle. So it's not just a regular round tank, if you will. So with that being said, there's a level cinder on this side, and there's a fuel pump and level cinder on that side. What I'm replacing today is the fuel pump with the level cinder on it on the right side, since I did not and do not have any issues with my gas level sensor in the car. Never ran out of gas or ran lower than what was being displayed. So yeah, let's get started. Haven't done a fuel pump before. Yes, in the 18, 16, 17, 18 BMWs I've owned, I have never had a failed fuel pump. This will be the first. So bear with me on this install. We're doing this together for the first time. Okay, so first things first, on any car, get your seats in a comfortable position, because you will have to unplug the battery, meaning give yourself space to take this off. If you remove the seatbelt, you can just remove this back seat completely, obviously. But you're going to want the two front seats up as forward as possible, just again give you room to work with. This is for anybody doing this on a E53. Your battery is going to be down here in the trunk. So what I like to do is disconnect the negative from that bolt there. That way I don't have to take off this spare tire hub thingy to get to the battery down there. As you can see, that black negative cable grounds right there where I have it disconnected. Then I have it wrapped in a rag, so no contacts possible. Obviously, working with fuel, you don't want to have any ignition sources, so rubber glove up. And try not to use any metal on metal in this job, aside from obviously taking out bolts and whatnot. I'll show you more what I mean as we get further in here. So there will be 4 10mm screws you need to remove to get that plating off. And then there's an electrical harness, obviously. And it's going to be true BMW fashion, very confusing, but you slide this piece back like so, and as you slide it, it detaches itself. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. So that's how it slides itself on. Slide as you pull out, it raises up and off for you. Now that we're at that step, we're gonna get this hose clamp loosened up. Also, make sure you have a replacement ready. I don't know if the new case will come with one, but I know I own several of these, so I'm not worried. What's that? Old plastic from the last job, I guess. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's get this hose off and keep moving down the line. Alright, so right here, this little metal thing is a retaining wheel, so it's tightened. In order to loosen it, what I did was I wrapped my rag around a flathead screwdriver, put the screwdriver against one of these grooves, and just hit it. I believe that is counterclockwise, so the clock normally goes this way. The counter would be the opposite. So if this is the clock, you're hitting it back this way. to loosen it, lefty loosey. All right, and yeah, you can take that hose off, some gas will leak, so have a rag handy. And yeah, once we get this off, pause here, obviously, 'cause I'm holding my phone. I'd rather use two hands with something like this. All right, so installation will be the same as removal. You'll compare your old fuel pump with the new one where that level sensor connects to it. I had a hard time figuring it out, but then once I pulled the old one and compared them, no brainer. You'll slide your fuel pump back in. There's a bracket on this corner that lines up with where it mounts. If you're doing this job, you'll know exactly what I mean. You'll see it. That's how you know which way it goes in. Obviously, this harness should be facing the same way as well as this hose connector. This will go back in clockwise. Also, take care to install this without creating any sparks at all. Cover your screwdriver with a rag, hit it with a hammer if that's what works. And new hose clamp, hose on, connector. You want to do this before you, or at least have this ran through here with the seal before you connect it, and then reinstall that, and the job is basically done. I'll let you guys know when we're ready to go. All right, the pump is in. Let's see what we got. She's running. She hasn't died. Couple lights popped on. That's because the battery was disconnected. Let's just let it idle. Together. There you have it, folks. E53 X5 fuel pump DIY. Alright, we back. Waiting for the drive cycle to clear. If you've driven an old BMW, you know once you disconnect the battery, reconnect it. It has to relearn itself and all its adaptations. But yeah, that fuel pump worked like a charm. Back in the game.